Hello everyone and welcome back to Why Not Tuesdays, Thursday edition. It's been a few weeks since I've done one of these videos for multiple reasons. One, I was just kind of trucking along with the same workload as usual. Nothing new had really happened, so I didn't have much that was newsworthy. And then I also got really busy during the holiday season with some holiday stuff that I was doing, but then also I had some friends and some family come and visit, so I was just kind of crazy busy for a few weeks and just kept putting off the video. But now I have a few things to talk about and some free time, so here we go. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I played the Christmas Eve services at Community of Hope Church down in Rosemount, as I have done in the last couple of years. It was a great time, a lot of fun. We played some cool tunes. The contemporary style of everything that we played was really fun to be a part of. We even had a couple other people, my fiance included in these people, on stage playing some auxiliary percussion to make everything kind of sound boomier. We were kind of doing some big tom grooves that everybody could kind of contribute to and just make everything sound really big. So that was a lot of fun. And yeah, so that was cool. That's what I did over Christmas for work, and then also got to do a bunch of relaxing and see some people I hadn't seen for a few years. So that was cool. So my new news, I have two new students at Forte Music Academy up in Albertville. One just started this past Monday. The other, I think, started 2 or 3 weeks prior to this past Monday. Both are girls, which is fantastic, and both are already doing well. I've got the newest student. We're working on just basic holding the sticks and playing with the hands properly. And then the other student that I've had a few weeks longer is picking up on things very quickly, already knows how to read some basic notes, already knows how to play a couple of basic grooves really well with no prior music training whatsoever, so that's really exciting. I'm looking forward to working further with both of them. The musical is going well at Old Log. The Wedding Singer is what we're playing. We're into the 3rd month now, and we'll be going until I think the 2nd to last week in February is when everything ends. So I think we'll have 3 full weeks in February. Everything's going along just like it has. We're all pretty settled in with the music, and then the actors on stage obviously are very used to doing everything also. So it's just kind of moving along in that pace. Starting to think about and look forward to the next musical production that I will be doing. I'm not going to say anything until I have anything official, just because, but I have something else on the back burner that should be coming up. And then in February, again, don't have anything confirmed, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. I'm going to be doing kind of this one-day musical thing on a February day, where there's going to be a tech that afternoon and the performance that evening. And I think, from the limited amount of information I know about it, I believe it's just a one-act like premiere or primer or something for this musical. I'm not sure if it's never been staged before. I was told they're recording, so I feel like it has been staged before, but maybe it's just new to the region or to the area or to the cities, because it sounds like, one, it's kind of like a party of some sort for someone, maybe even a birthday party for someone, but then on the other side we're playing this musical, and I think it's supposed to have something to do with seeing if there's interest from donors to putting on an actual staging at a theater of the production. Not quite sure how that's all going to work out. But that's kind of exciting. So one, it'll be fun to just do it for the day. That'll be kind of cool. But then also, hopefully, if it gets enough enthusiasm and gets staged, hopefully I'll be the one that gets called to play it, because I already learned to play it. So we'll see. That's going to be interesting, but more on that later. I am getting back into my practice regiment. I have one more track to record for Alex Meyer's solo album, and it's a lot of snare drum. It's kind of like it's an orchestral piece, and it's kind of got a marching 6/8 feel to it. So I've been having to work on my buzz roll and doing some figures inside of that, and that's been very difficult because when I was young and then all through college, I've always been focused on groove and different styles in that, with using the whole drum set, doing fills, playing stylistically, and I kind of skipped over the whole marching rudimental snare drum chop building section of my development as a drummer. one, I wasn't really ever interested in it. Nothing I listened to really had a lot of it, in a lot of that kind of work. So I just kind of like, yeah, whatever. And then I just want to play drums. I just want to play drum set. I was never really interested in snare drum. So now I'm doing this, so I'm having to work up that buzz roll. It's surprisingly difficult, but I'm working on it, and we're gonna get it recorded, and that's gonna be cool. And then along with that song, I'm gonna be recording the snare drum, and then Alex and I'm gonna bring a couple of my bigger toms, and we're gonna be recording toms. So it's supposed to sound kind of like a big drum line, you know, in the distance, walking through the fog, bum kind of thing. I don't know. That's all on his side. I just play what's on the page. I was approached by a piano player at Community of Hope who has asked me to record on a couple tracks, one of his own, one that someone has brought to him. He's, I believe he has a home recording studio, and he's working on his production chops, and he's trying to get kind of a production thing set up where people use his space and he can produce on their recordings. So I'm going to go and record a couple things for him. Pretty simple kind of worship-esque tunes. But yeah, I'm excited about it. It might be another avenue to get some more recording experience in, and maybe I can end up being his like studio guy, which would be kind of cool. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then for the new year, I don't usually like to do New Year's resolutions because I usually end up not following through with them. I get really excited and really pumped for a few months, and then, like everybody's New Year's resolutions. But this I really do want, I'm going to try and take very seriously. I've been working on my method book for a while now, at least a year. I want to say it's been a year, a full year for sure, if not maybe a little bit more. I don't remember when I fully started on this project, but I'm hoping that I can go through the process of finishing that method book this year. So I've got the vast majority of the material formed in raw form on my computer in some Finale notepad files, grooves, reading exercises, coordination exercises, fills, all this different stuff. And I need to put that into a more powerful program and edit it so it looks a bit better, take some stuff off the page, organize the measures in ways that make more sense. And then I have some more material yet to create. I'm going to create a few more snare drum solos. I'm going to create some more just kind of general snare drum reading to try and have reading material available for my students. So beyond like, oh, you played through the 30 permutations of eighth note and a dotted eighth note and 16th note things. Great. Well, here are some things that you can read that are more than just a measure long. There'll be 16 measures or 32 measures or 12 measures or whatever of just exercises to keep up the reading. I want to make those. I want to also make some worksheets for my younger students on have them like write out quarter notes and write out eighth notes and write out 16th notes and write out rests on the page, because seeing it and knowing what it is one thing, but then being able to write it, actually writing things helps you really complete the circle of learning. I know there's all kinds of bits about like if you're learning to spell, right, like seeing the words and looking at it, memorizing it is one thing, but then actually writing it is what more concretely puts it in your brain. So I want to use that same thing for my book. So I'm hoping to put some of those together as well, and a few other things here and there, fill some holes. But otherwise, I'm going to work on compiling all the material that's going to be in the book. I'm going to edit it to make it look better, at least to one level. I'm not going to go into any super design craziness with it. And then I'm going to try and get some advice on it from a few people that I know that have done method books and different forms of drum books, drum literature in the past, and get some advice on what I should be doing, what I should look at, maybe axe this, maybe add this. And then probably end up just having Amanda, my fiance, do graphic design on it and take the pages and make them look better, put it into a book format, add some text, and then probably just to self-publish, print off some copies, and then sell them. So I'm excited for it to be a complete project. It'll be really nice to have on hand for when I have new students. Just be like, here's a book. I don't have to print out worksheets for you anymore. And it'll be a way to make a little extra money, because I took the time to put together all this material. So, yeah. Anyways, that was a mouthful of all kinds of information, but that is what I'm up to in the new year. And I hope you are having a good new year as well. hopefully I'll be back on doing more regular updates as Wedding Singer comes to a close, and as other things begin to happen later this spring. I'll have more information to share. If there's ever dead air from me, it's usually just because I don't have any new information. I'm busy working, I'm very busy, but I don't want to just get on here each week and look at the camera and go, yes, I'm doing the same thing as last week. Okay, bye. Like, it's pretty boring. So I'll update as I have new things to update about. Makes sense. Cool. Thank you for watching. I'll see you sometime in the future, hopefully soon, with development over these new and other and exciting opportunities. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. See you later.